You know what? I expected this anyway. I kind of thought this for the last few years or so this comes as no surprise to me. So Karrine Steffans, formerly known as Superhead, which is, a pretty disgusting name, but, she does give some of the best head of all time. I mean, Karrine Steffans is amazing. She used to be a porn star. And anybody who saw what the fuck she was doing with the penises knows exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, she sat down with Vlad TV and she did an interview. I didn't watch the whole interview, but I did see a clip on social media. And what she said in the interview was Drake ghost wrote for Lil Wayne. And you thought that tunechi was totally original? No. Now, don't get me wrong. We been knew that Gilly the Kid allegedly, well, I'll just say allegedly, ghost wrote for Lil Wayne. Gilly the Kid from Major Figures, who happens to be from Pennsylvania. And you know how these Pennsylvania dudes are. They like to pencil some rhymes for people. For whatever reason, Pennsylvania has some of the most known ghostwriters of all time. I'm not going to get into Beanie Siegel and everybody else who be ghostwriting for people, Ab Liva or whoever else be allegedly ghostwriting for who. I won't even go there. I won't mess up anybody's day because their favorite rapper might have had a hit or two, or at least some lines ghost written by somebody from Philly, or at least from Pennsylvania. So I won't name any more names. But at the end of the day, Gilly the Kid allegedly ghost wrote a lot of stuff for Lil Wayne back in the day. And then you got to understand something. It's just like how we heard that Scaff Beezy or Safari Samuels wrote for Nicki Minaj when they were dating. Then right after they break up, she goes and gets with Meek Mill. What does everybody say after that? Oh, you know what Meek Mill is, right? Meek Mill is her new ghostwriter. Just like Lil Wayne went from Gilly the Kid to Drake. And if you think about Lil Wayne's sound, Lil Wayne was on some street shit and some thugging in the club type shit. Then now Lil Wayne has been singing about like love and this odd shit and sounding funny, like he's a new Lil Wayne. And I guess some people thought it was like natural evolution. Like, oh, well, Lil Wayne is getting older now. He's like about 31, 32, something like that. And he's just maturing or growing as an artist. He's just expanding his repertoire or whatever. That's the way the people looked at it. But it looks like Drake, which I was suspicious of for the last several years, a few years or so, that Drake was actually penning some of Lil Wayne's music. And it looks like Karrine Steffans. Sorry, Karrine. But that's what people know you as. I completely respect your wishes to not be known as that. I heard what you said about it. So don't come for me. I love you. I'm a fan, Karrine. So be cool. Anyways, at the end of the day, nobody should be surprised by this. I mean, think about it. Could you imagine how many other people Drake has written for at some point? And think about how many people Lil Wayne wrote for. I bet you Lil Wayne wrote shit for Baby. Maybe even for Juvenile or Turk back in the day. You never know. Then again, Juvenile maybe wrote a little something for Wayne, even if it was just a line here or there. When you're in the studio, it's a collaborative effort. And with me being a writer and a rapper, I look at it like this. I can't let somebody write anything for me. Nobody has. And I don't ever plan for it to happen. You know what I mean? But hey, when you're in the studio, sometimes somebody say, hey, can you say this line for me? That's the sort of thing that happens. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, if people were writing whole verses for you, I feel like as a consumer and a critic, I want to at least know that the person's doing it. I think that it's okay if that's what you want to do. I wouldn't do it as an artist, as a creator. But as long as you tell me right there in the credits that Kanye West had some writing help from Rhymefest in this song, or Lil Wayne had help from Gilly the Kid, or from Drake, Aubrey Graham helping to write in this particular track, then it's not that big of a deal to me, because of the fact that you're telling me right there in the credits that they had help. Because now the reason why, you might say, well, why do you want to know it all? Why does it matter? Well, because when singers are critiqued and judged, and we judge who the best singer of all time is, a lot of times it's based off of what their voice sounds like. Like people will say Whitney Houston is the greatest singer of all time. Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, whoever else is really, really good at their craft. Deborah Cox or somebody. But at the end of the day, when it comes to rappers, we don't usually judge rappers' talent by their voice. Because that's, anyway, but some people include the voice in their equation, but for the most part, it's their lyrical ability. Whether or not their pen game is strong. Also, the way that they say things and whatnot. There's like the flow, the delivery of the verse, the lyrics, vocabulary, whether or not they overextend their vocabulary, or they just don't know enough words to be a writer. You know what I mean? You know, you got to have this clever balance and whatnot. And whether or not, for example, they curse too much, that might have a couple of points, you know, deducted from their score. You know, there's a lot of different things that we put into the equation when we judge whether or not a rapper is the greatest of all time. Like, I'm a Kanye West stan, but I can't say that Kanye West is the greatest because he's had a lot of help from what I'm understanding, from what I'm hearing. That he's really a collaborator in the studio, and he gets more help than what a lot of people may know or want to admit. I'm still a Kanye West stan, but I do admit that he had some help, including help on some of his hit records, not just album cuts. But I'm still a fan, still love Kanye. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be harsher on other rappers. Maybe I should look at them and say, hey, you had help? That's whack. Maybe that's what I should think, but it's just not the way I think. But what's your opinion? Do you think that Karrine is wrong? Do you think she's full of shit? Do you think she should just shut up and go suck a penis? What do you think? Do you think that she's just making this up? Do you think she's just bitter because she wants to be back with Lil Wayne? Are you a hater of Karrine and you think stupid shit like that? Because I think she's telling the truth. This woman is married. She's with another man. She moved on, guys. She's over Lil Wayne. She's good. Okay? Stop hating on Karrine. I'm tired of all the hating. At the end of the day, I believe what she said. I think Drake really did write some stuff for Lil Wayne because I suspected it for so long because his style changed. The things that he was saying were different than what I maybe ever heard him say in the past. And then some songs he sounded like Drake. In fact, even the tone of his voice. I said to myself, is that Drake or Wayne rapping? So I came to the conclusion that obviously these guys are like sharing the same freaking notebook. You know? Because there's no way for two people to sound that much alike that I'm like, which one is this again? And there's not something more, you know, something bigger going on behind the scenes. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels and visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. And oh, before I go, by the way, there's a link in the description box that'll take you to the meatmagazine.blogspot.com website. You can see the Vlad TV interview with Karrine Steffans where she's talking about the whole ghostwriting thing. So click the link below, see the video for yourself. Let me know what you think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, meatmagazine.blogspot.com is the site. Click the link below to take you directly to this article so you can see for yourself.